Welcome to Art Camp.
Hi everybody, welcome to Time to Draw with Miss Perna. We're doing another summer edition. This is our 2018 summer edition, art here on the deck. Today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be creating a beautiful coral scene with jellyfish swimming above the coral, and we're going to be doing some really special things to create the background colors of our picture. So to start, we're going to be creating first the upper section here. We're going to be using a construction paper crayon, a white one, and I'm just going to show you on a black sheet of paper first because, as you know, if we use a white crayon on a white sheet of paper, it's not going to show. You're probably thinking to yourself, Mrs. Perna, why are we using a white crayon on a white paper? Well, that's the secret part. Something special is going to happen to it in a little while. So let me just demonstrate for you how to draw a jellyfish. A jellyfish is a letter D on its side. Now, when you draw it on your white paper, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to make your outside lines of your jellyfish really thick. Push hard with the crayon and really make it nice and thick. The bottom too. You can make the bottom be a little bit bumpy if you want, or you could have it perfectly straight. It is your jellyfish. Now be careful, don't color the whole thing in because we want to leave space here because that's how we're going to be able to see our jellyfish in the water. You'll see it'll make more sense once we get to the coloring part. So below that, put some wavy, wiggly, squiggly lines. A bunch of them. Okay? That's all you need to do to create jellyfish. So let's do that on our white paper now. So we're going to put that aside. And now that you know what I'm doing, I'm going to make some jellyfish really quickly. Now some of my jellyfish are going to be little near the top because I want them to look further away. Or like baby ones. I know it's really hard for you guys to see, so I'm just going to try and go as fast as I possibly can. I'm going to make sure I do double lines for a rainbow line and attach them together. If you kind of look at them from the side, you might, you can see it. If you put your eyes slightly to the side, the crayon will catch the light and you'll be able to see it. So put your jellyfish in your picture. A couple more. Once again, to the bottom, wiggly squiggly parts. And as I said, if you hold it slightly to the side, you can see them. It's so cool. All right, next what we're going to do is we're going to use these metallic effects crayons, and I'd like you to add down here, I'd like you to add different kinds of coral and different kinds of seaweed. One of the first kinds of coral that we've talked about in my summer class is we've been making tube coral. So I'm going to make some tubes, and I'm not going to fill it in completely with color, but I'm going to make some different kinds of patterns and textures inside of it. I may just color inside just so it looks like it's shadowed and shaded in like that. So there's one piece of tube coral. There's another piece. If you find you have a lot of little pieces of crayon, just go ahead and go to the garbage can and tap them so that they fall off. You don't want to rub them with your hand because you will cause streak lines. Now you might like that. Some people do. I prefer to have just what I drew on there. So another piece of tube coral here. You could even make your two corals look like they're rainbows if you want to make them different colors. That would look pretty. All right, another thing you can do is you can do antler coral. Antler coral looks like cactuses, or the antlers for a deer. Make a whole bunch of those if you wanted. And again, you can color most of it in, but leave a little so when we do add our special background color, you'll have some of it showing through. I'll show you what happens if I just rub those little crumbs of crayon off. See, it creates lines on my paper. All right, next, let's do some brain coral. Brains. So I'm gonna make a nice big chunk of brain coral right here. And all brain coral is wavy, wiggly, squiggly lines. And the wavy, wiggly, squiggly lines are next to each other. Okay, so we're going to continue with wavy, wiggly, squiggly lines. And you want to try not to let them touch each other. You want them next to each other so they create brain-looking sections on your brain coral. There we go. And I think I'll try rubbing it just in the brain coral. Rub those crumbs just in the brain coral just to add some interesting coloring. That works pretty good. And tap off the rest of it. All right, let's do some neat looking giant coral like this, and it's like a fan, so we're going to take the ends and go like that. I like that. Let's do a couple more. Nice. Looks like a ribbon candy. Love it. And then finally, I'm gonna make some beautiful lacy looking coral. So I'm gonna have the line come out, and I'm gonna put teeny tiny branches coming off. I'll look up the name on that coral and I'll let you know the name of it. Can't remember it off the top of my head, but it looks like it's got little veins and vines and branches, lots of them. And then you can put the edge on it. There you go. Oh, I have one more I'd like to do. It's actually a creature. It's a tube worm, and it looks like feathers. So we can put this feather texture like that. And we'll put that in different places at the bottom. Add some other colors in the coral. They don't have to just be one color. You could put different colors. More is the better. All right. So that's part one. That is how we make our beautiful coral reef garden with beautiful swimming jellyfish. I'll see you in a few minutes and I'll show you how we're going to color it. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.